Hello everyone and welcome to Excited Nuclear channel. I know we are quite bit late, but let's without wasting any further time, let's come on to our the ongoing project that is JSON based mini database that we are creating. And in this database, basically to show you what I have done until now, I have developed actually the code, and today our main goal will be to explore the core, you can say, modules of that. Now, before that, let me show you a demo, quick demo. As you can see, I have run this command, and after running this command, we get okay. It is asking for a name, or you can say asking for our the collections. So I have already created a collection name users. So if I say users, it will basically enters us to that particular database collection name, and it will ask us for few further options, like okay, what is the operation that you want to do, like inserting records, finding records, updating records, deleting, and basically showing all records. So now if I want to show all records, it is going to say okay, total records is 0. Now if I want to insert a record, I will say key value pair, like okay, name should be sorry, name should be, I will say this, maybe just a second. Now name will be this, and the other thing is ID. Or maybe what we can do is we can show you okay, these are the main you can say three things that this function is going to take. Now let us start by entering the ID, and the ID will be, let's say, 1 for now, and the name will be my name, the age will be my age, and I press enter. It says okay, list object has no attribute items. So basically there is somewhere it is breaking. So that's where actually I was stuck right now. That's a harsh truth. So with that, let us see what's the, you can say, core functionality of this, you can say, code. Now to show you that, we will see first the structure. Of course, we have gone through the structure, so I will not proceed with that again. So this is our main, you can say, JSON, or you can say database file. As you can see, in this, what we have created is we have created a class, and this class name is database, and we initialize this class with the specific things like what is the database name, database path, and the schema path. So that is something that we have done here. As you can see, we have used this operating system library, and here we have created actually some constant in our config file, which will be later shared to everyone. And as you can see, we have already attached this underscore schema.json with everything. Now, we have also created a function called as load schema, which we will see later. For now, as you can see, we have created some internal helpers for this database, and helpers such as we are going to load data. So of course, the name first comes the load data helper. It basically do nothing but just read the JSON. This is something that we have actually created. So if I have to show you, as you can see here, so what we can do is, or why not, or rather than that, just keep in mind what we are going to do. Of course, things are going to be much clear to everyone. So let me just open that to side so that you can see that if I say database, and also let us open some, let me just open that too. Where is it? Open to the side, or let me just run database over here. Okay, so we are basically exploring this database, and this is the read JSON function that we have created in the storage. It takes a string, and it basically matches that string and opens the file that we need to load and returns the data. That is all this realization is doing. Basically, this is just, you can say, we have created a function for that. And the next thing is writing the data to that JSON. Now, this is where we are actually facing some issue here. We will also see that. As you can see, we have also created this write JSON function. In this, what we have done is we have basically created our directory name with the file path that we have actually given, and in this file path we are actually trying to create a temporary file first, and here we are using this temp file library, as you can see here. And this temp file library is doing what? This is basically going to create a temporary, you can say, storage in our temporary object in our storage, and it is going to basically store that. Now we are basically creating a JSON file for that, and in that we are basically passing the data, the temp file that we have actually created it above, and the indent block, basically just for the decoration. And the name of the temp file will be the tmp.file.name. Tmp file.name, that is something that we have passed in it actually. Yeah, as you can see here, we'll be giving name, and the name will be something that we will pass. Now what we will do is we will automatically replace the original file with this particular temp file under the file path. Now what we need to do is we need to okay, let's move on to the next first. So this is the load schema function. This will just use this read JSON function as above, but here rather than passing the data path, we are passing the, you can say, schema path here, right? And about the data that is not generating, as you can see. Now about the CRUD functions, we have actually created this insert, and of course that is where the error is coming. What is happening is we are actually creating such kind of, say, scenario, as you can see, or maybe let me show you. As you can see, whenever I am trying to insert the record in key value pairs, space separated, it is showing us some error. It is saying that okay, list object has no attributes items. That means somewhere it is just getting created a list rather than a dictionary, which is not, which should not be something that should be happening. Now here, as you can see, we are appending the record into the data. Now let us see this write JSON function. Here we are passing this data, where we are getting that data. For that, let us go to this main.py file, and after taking this input, as you can see, here we are just creating some, you can say, row input that we are creating. We are basically stripping away all the white spaces here. Now what we are doing is we are just getting the pair here itself is something like, okay, the, you can say, id is equal to 1 is actually the one pair that we are saying, and we are saying that okay, if equal to is not present in pair, it will be counted as invalid input and we will skip that iteration. And if the equal to is present in it, we are just going to say okay, pair, split the string pair, that means this split this string id is equal to 1 based on this equal to sign, and store this id as a key and 1 as a value in it, right? So that is something that is actually happening. So this is something that, as you can see, we are supporting max split as 1. Now, for the type inference, basic type inference, We are saying that okay, if the value is digit or you can say numeric, convert it to the integer value, and if the uh, you can say the value is not numeric, replace the dot by nothing, and then check again that whether it is a digit or not, and convert that into the float value. Yeah. Now, what we are doing is we are just then creating this record dictionary. As you can see, record dictionary is here. Now, this record dictionary is passing into various functions. As you can see, this is parse input actually. So the parse input should be going here. Now, the this parse input is actually going into this database that we have actually that actually should be present there, and I think this is where we are getting our error. Or maybe we can do one thing. We can just simply copy this whole thing. Sorry, copying this copy this message. Find that where it is written. As you can see, the error is written here actually, and is the fallback block basically. And we have chosen basically choice one, so error should be present in this, and it says that the list object has no attribute items. Now this is where I am getting confused slightly right now, that why it is happening such as such. Oh, there might be issue like here. It is expected to get a list of you can say dictionaries, but maybe we not need to do that. Okay, let's do the same thing again. I will say users, and then I will say I want to insert records. I will say ID equal to 1, name equal to Shubham, and age is my age, and I believe the record is not getting updated still now. It says object of list object has no attribute item. It is still expecting a list attribute, a list you can say list of dictionaries somewhere. So that is something it should not be happening right now. And I'm just trying to find that where it is happening. So to find that, I believe this record is something that is getting this error. Now this record should be the dictionary here, I think. If I hover it in, okay, it's dictionary. What the record is here? It also dictionary, and that is good. Now this is the database. Now the database, I believe the database is not ready yet, which might be creating this subtle issue. What we can do is, mm, 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 yeah, it's still showing some issues actually. Maybe if I keep this thing here, it will still show the error, right? That means the error is not here actually. It says to load the data. We are just loading the list of dictionaries. Maybe we can just remove that from here. Oh, sorry. Maybe that is not something required here actually. But both things are dictionaries. Oh, yeah, let's just remove that. And also remove the list from here, which might be causing the issue. And Let's write our choice one again. Now let's copy the input from here. I'll paste it here. Press it, enter. It's still showing some error. That means this list is something that is not affecting this events code. Now there might be somewhere it is saying items, right? I will say I will search for the items in every file that we are going to get. Yeah, here is somewhere the items was written schema dot items. It is saying list attribute has no. Okay, the schema. Yes, schema manager dot py is expecting some list here. And where is the schema is coming from? Validate. It's coming from validate, right? Mm-mm-mm. And maybe we can do one thing. We can just simply say, okay, this schema should be a list of dictionaries, right? And if I say rather than that, I'll say 0. Maybe this time it is going to work, but I will see the issue later, of course. It's still showing some error. Okay, that means the issue is not here, I think. The schema manager is actually something that is not creating such issue, or maybe the CRUD.py is somewhere creating, or maybe the query, or match query, filter records, advanced filter, and maybe that was not also the part of issue that we are facing. Maybe config. Mm, no. So basically, this is where we are actually trying to solve the issue now. So maybe next time what we can do is we can just I will just come up with the solution for that and share it with you. So this session is more of like a update rather than explanation of the code, because I choose not to explain the code right now because it's full of bug. It's full of bug, and I think we should not explain or see the code that is full of bugs right now. So after refining it, debugging it, I will show it to you. So till then, this is all what I have created. Yeah, of course, I will find the issue here and then tell you exactly where it might be breaking. And so let's meet in the next video. Until then, thank you for watching my videos, and please keep supporting me so that I keep uploading these same videos in the near future. And thank you for watching my journey.